evening, amazing, fabulous gentlemen and ladies. We're so happy you guys are here tonight. My name's Stephanie. Andy Stack and myself have an organization called The Alchemy, and we help artists find their magic. And you really could not be in more of a magical place and experiencing a magical show this evening. This is pretty much the height of it, in my opinion, Christopher. There's so much magic that's about to come your way. I'm so excited. Thank you all for coming, and you are in for an amazing, thrilling, love-filled ride. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Teatro Korazon invites you to a happy Lupercalia, or as you might properly know it as Valentine's Day. So, I am required by certain rules to note that there may be a small amount of spiritual nudity, and therefore there shall be no photography or video taking. So turn off those cell phones for other reasons as well. We now take you deep into the forest of the astral plane to a lone wolf shamaness's lair.
Just chaos What, you got something better?
Maybe I do. Why don't you give me a try?
Why not? We've let a lot of loonier tunes speak their screwy truth into existence. How bad could a disembodied woman's voice from off stage fuck it up?
Oh my! All of my biggest fans! I love each and every one of you. Oh my! Look at me, I show up at the creation with only this old thing to wear.
Okay, so you're the prima materia now. What are you gonna conjure up? Eros, my love, any ideas for our creatrix?
It starts in the heart, the desire to live for something great. Whatever the dream, make sure that it brings a smile to your face. You only get one night, so you might as well go find your happy place. Raise up your hands, get up and dance, no matter how often you say.
Oh my!
Come on now, you just started creating the entirety of creation. Now you're gonna stop for a quickie with the first hottie your naughty little mind dreams up? What about flora and fauna? When Brahma created the universe, remember he started with the red cows and then the
Okay,
brown cows.
alright. Oh, keep going.
Concentrate. Bring us something good.
And you are in charge of how you feel today. And today you're feeling good. You gotta be happy. You gotta be happy. Oh. Yes, you are in charge of how you feel. Let it shine. Good, good. You gotta be happy. You gotta be happy.
How many goodly creatures all there too! So curious and confused. I'll scream the world. What people in it?
Starts in the heart, the desire to live for something greater. Whatever the dream, the desire to live for something greater.
What's up? I thought everything was going swimmingly.
We think there might be something, a little missing.
Give me your man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me your man after midnight. Take me through darkness to the break of the day.
Oh,
not just see that. That is not how it is. My word is the law. And that's not music. Oopsie, that's not, this is music. Van Halen. Or Deep Purple. That is music. I'm sorry you had to see that. Get that crap off. This dude here, this dude that I created, he was like my biggest project. I got a bunch of projects. This dude was just the best one. He was perfect. Perfect in every, do that thing, man. Do that thing. I'm gonna do, while you do that, I'm gonna do this. Can you do that? No. No way. Perfect. I'm moving that. That's gone. It's my creation. Perfect, but like late at night, he's eating a tuna sandwich like at midnight. He loses it in the couch. He needs help. He needs an assistant. And I got you hooked up, bro. All right? I'm going to bring out the perfect match for you. But 2 rules, just follow them. 1, the chore wheel. Take a look at it. Just once in a while, man. 2, stay off the internet. There's stuff on there you don't want to know. This is going to hurt. Boom. Eve. Love scars, love wounds, and more. And it hearts not strong or tough. Take a lot of pain, take a lot of pain. Love's like a cloud.
Hey, it says on this thing that we're something called naked. And we're not supposed to be that.
There's sure a lot of those naked people on this thing.
Hey, look, there's an app for that. Go Fig Leaf.
No way! Get, no, you out! Get out! Dude, what were the 2 rules? Listen. 2 rules, what were they? The 2 rules, anybody! You messed it up! This place was like a freaking, easy, like a garden of Eden, man! And you fucked it up! You're out! I hope you find jobs and clothes! Get some clothes! You really hurt my feelings! But I got other projects! I got some good projects!
The thunder claps and the rain pours down, and the people were driven from the silver ground, and the pain for the weeks and months and years, for the curse of the fallen rain. agricultural revolution. And now women were property just like cattle, enslaved and used and treated like chattel. The thunder roared and the sky grew dark in the jealous era of the patriarch, where the fierce feminine was traded for a life domesticated. And invincible arrows, no longer wild, turned into Cupid, a cherub child, easily defeated in the modern age of fear and war and righteous rage. As the volume of fear rises higher, it's no wonder we can't hear the whisper of desire.
And now, to answer the musical question, how the hell did mankind do all of that? You may remember her from the first act as a formless black blob. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Lady Chaos!
Disruption under the influence of testosterone and gluten, staggering under the weight of patriarchal oppression and its cruel institutions of sexism and slavery. Flat broke, their love reserves replaced by funds and fundamentalism. Yet their faith in father others and capital creates a confusing fog in which they can no longer believe in their own divine oneness with the cosmos, their divine kin, but misty memories, seen only in mystic visions. They cannot see clearly the fullness of time, but can perceive the future only as if through a clouded glass, until they may rejoin them after they shake off this mortal coil. The curtain of Maya has descended, and their play, full of sound and fury, will unfold before it. What kind of life is this? Then and now, what's a girl to do?
Take off the makeup, put on Pandora. I'm putting my wig back in the box. Suddenly I'm just Mr. Everyman John Doe, and so I wake up and go into punch the clock.
It's time to put on the makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to get things started. It's time to put on the makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's
I'm
time
putting my
to
wig back in the box.
sensational, inspirational,
Suddenly I'm just Mr. Everyman John Doe, and so I wake up and go into the clock.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you. That was, for the first time, heard anywhere, the prologue from our new show, Love Sucks, with lyrics by Val Vigoda and music by Deborah Hurwitz. So what you're witnessing here tonight, I don't really need that. Well, maybe I do. What you're witnessing here tonight is the birth of a new experiment. This is Teatro Korazon. This is our debut. We are a theater of love. And what does that mean? It means that in this polarized time, in which fear is reigning supreme, and yet in which we desperately need a cultural shift, we think that it's time to not treat the symptoms, but go right to the source. And the only way that we can make a difference is with love. And love is the thing that will loosen the grip of fear. Wow. You know, we should all be so lucky to have that guy show up. I'm sure he will soon enough for a good reason. Anyway, so that's tonight we are going to debut another new material, but we're also going to share a little excerpt of some of the things we've done in the past. In fact, last year for Valentine's Day, we looked deep into the past to our Song of Songs show. You may know of the Song of Songs as the naughtiest book of the Bible. I don't know if you realize that there is a book of the Bible which has the love poetry, mainly from a woman's point of view, which does not mention God once.
So how did that get included in the Bible? Well, we took a look at this. We took a deep dive investigating that and the musical traditions and how that worked. But one of the things we also investigated is the nature of love poetry. Like the elevated language of love, which often involves objectifying your beloved, maybe taking a body part and comparing it to some other desirable thing. So it's interesting how this works at different parts in time. Let's take a look at how it happened in the Song of Songs, when a woman was asked, "What makes your man so special?"
My beloved is radiant and ruddy, distinguished among 10,000. His eyes are like doves beside streams of water, bathed in milk, sitting beside a full pool. His cheeks are beds of spices, mounds of sweet-smelling herbs. His lips are like lilies, dripping liquid myrrh. His arms are rods of gold set with jewels. His body is polished ivory bedecked with sapphires. His legs are alabaster columns set on bases of gold. His countenance is like Lebanon, standing proud as the cedars. His lips are most sweet, and he is altogether lovely. That is my beloved, and my friend, O daughter of Jerusalem. You see, it's easy. Why don't you give it a try?
Well, okay. But, sometimes a little different from when a woman says it to a man than the other way around. I mean, just think, for example, in this day and age, when men can be so desperate that they are willing to pay a woman money who doesn't even love them
That's my jam!
and writhe around in front of them. In those circumstances,
How
even the
beautiful!
words of the song
How beautiful
sound
you
different.
are, my love, my damn, my beauty!
Oh, how beautiful you are!
Oh, and your eyes are like doves.
Oh, and your hair is like black goats winding down the slopes of Mount Gilead.
And your teeth are like a couple of sheep coming in the stream in two.
And each one with its twin.
Damn! Now you try.
Okay, okay, thank you, but I think I'll try those lines in Latin.
play. Grounded in the sacred play. Inside of this polarized expression, I love the adoration. Sure makes this job seem a lot less like entertaining a bunch of disconnected slobs who don't fall to their own. But they've forgotten, and we've forgotten the power of the temple throne. The healing way of swaying with our hips this way. Oh, this was sacred bliss.
Thank you, priestess of Astarte. So sometimes it seems like a wise idea to look in our past and how we got to where we are. And one of the things that we love to do is to look at some pre-patriarchal examples and times where spirituality and sexuality were still vitally intertwined. In fact, we're going to be doing this in a variety of ways. One, we are devised an entire new way of theater, which we call Korazonics. And I'm doing this with the fantastic teacher, Lisa Satori. Do you want to say a little bit?
Yeah, we're going to combine Tantra and theater. So taking the tiger by the tail and helping people to command the stage by whatever stage you're on, by harnessing your sexual life force and playing in a big way. So we're super excited. We're doing workshops in Santa Barbara and Denver and Portugal and yeah.
And yeah, so it's a radical new idea, and we have workshopped, or we tried it one time from our wonderful friends, hosted by Fishbone in Santa Barbara. Thank you. There's one of our graduates there, Corinna. Yeah, and it really works. It's really intense how the intense discipline of physical theater and biomechanics is then contrasted with the really exciting, expansive energy and deep understanding of sexuality, healing, and tantra. So another example of where we're doing this summer we're going to do a show in Portugal on July 1st called Misterios Antigos, in which we'll look into our ancient shamanic and agrarian and pastoral past. And we will use some of the material from our Atlantean mnemology. This was something we developed in 2000 for the big opera at Burning Man with Pepe. I don't know if any of you were. Some people were there, or even in it. And we actually have used this material now in shows on 3 continents. And we are now going to invite you to sing an Atlantean song composed by Morris Miley for our Liturgy of Atlantis in Amsterdam and Berlin 2003. And if you each has, there are 3 interlocking simple parts, and if we do it right, we will summon up a bunch of Atlantean priestesses. So I'm going to ask, is this side? We're taking the bass note, and we'll help you. Sa, ka, sa, ka, sa, ka, sa, ka, sa, cha, cha, sa, cha, cha, sa, cha, cha, sa, cha, cha, sa, cha, you can take whatever next time. Now I need a couple of adventurous, maybe some women to sing with me. Sa, 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 na, sa, 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 na, sa, 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 na, Atlantean princesses. That is the end of our first half of offerings. We invite you to join us outside for some libations. And please, and the second half of our show is mainly our rather spicy affair, the foreplay, which is wise not to forget. And you might meet out there Detective Gunnar Leave now, because he's been reported to have noticed some suspicious activities here. So please enjoy the wonderful feast prepared by Dean, and we'll see you back.
Just like this. It was all
It's
like
the end of the century! What do you think of that craziness?
Oh, it's so exciting. I'm so glad I came.
Oh, cool.
It was worth the drive.
Orion. You know, Easy, I've always been a fan of the B or C trains.
Is that right?
But I think you just changed my mind. Tomorrow I'm taking a different train.
Which one?
Miles! You just got out of stir, huh? You know, you can, when you leave jail, ask for your shirt back.
Never had a shirt to start with.
Musicians don't get paid enough, am I right? All right, let's get down to business. Play my song. I've been to this joint before. A crazy place full of bohemians, blue sniffers, weightlifters, train hot. This flashlight gag is not working. It's blinding me. That's better. That's right, I was here before. There was a murder. Little show called the Film Noir Murder Mystery Dinner Theater. A mouthful. Under any circumstances. Trying to say that fast. Under any circumstances. I got my eye on you. Flashlight. Trouble, head to toe. But that's right, I'm back. Because the guys downtown figure Valentine's Day, there's gonna be some crimes. They haven't happened yet. That's why I'm here. To get some of my casework done before it happens, thank you very much. I already have one. You're a little too helpful. All right. Harmless. Borderline. Nice feathers. Reading glasses or just all the time? Harmless. You're in trouble with a small T. That's trouble. All right, Princess Gamsalot. Where were you 2 hours from now?
On Tuesday nights, I always get my hair done at Dolly's Salon on Hollywood Boulevard.
Sure. I know Dolly's. It's a popular place for cow rustlers, paper pushers, rug installers, cops, ladder investors, and the like. Real lowlifes. But I also know Dolly's is closed at 8.
Dolly and I have known one another since grade school. She always makes an appointment for me.
Really?
Even after hours.
Even after hours, huh? Okay, that's not a pen. That is. So, Dolly.
No, her name's Dolly.
Right.
Yeah. I'm Lorraine.
Lorraine, is it?
But I don't really appreciate this line of questioning. Anyway.
I'm not here to be appreciated. I'm here to be feared and loved. Or just professional. Now, does anyone else touch your hair? Cut your hair?
I don't let anyone touch my hair besides Dolly.
Huh, interesting.
She's the best.
So if, let's say, Pepe down on Sunset got his hands on those raven locks, would you consider murder?
You know, now that you mention it, I know it's Valentine's Day and all, but I gotta tell you, love sucks. Sometimes there's a dark side that comes out of us when we've been done wrong by love. Jealousy, betrayal, envy. Those are all a part of love. And love sucks. I think it could drive someone to do things they would never, ever think that they would do. Might even drive them to murder. And I won't tell you about it, detective. A man walks out the diner by a belly place. Broken pair of glasses hanging over his face. He'll never see how those strings again. Old Hank made sure when he smashed them in. The man that caught the eye of Hank's beautiful wife, the woman he adored, for whom he gave his life. He jumped across the table, grabbed the man by the shirt, professed to his face to be sure he was hurt. If you've never thought of murder, you've never been in love. Rage in your heart like a light down from above. If you've never thought of murder, you've never been in love. Broken and betrayed like a shot down dove.
Now this guy with the shirt. Did you get a good look at him?
No, but I saw a woman
Really?
standing on the corner.
Woman.
A red-headed woman with a withered face was pacing on the corner by shop Will and Grace. Should've known she'd seen it coming. Should've known from the start. Now sorrow and rage played her wounded heart. A smoking down, dog. You take it. You see, you never know. You gotta examine motives.
Seems like a crime of passion.
But sometimes the punishment fits the crime.
Yeah, but you can't be judge and jury and executioner.
But if I found my man at home with another woman I'd known for years, no telling what I would have done. Would be messy, gruesome, 'cause love sucks. Well, footsteps fell on the dark stairway in an old part of town. She hoped no one heard the thud as they fall into the ground. She waited for the lovers at the midnight cabaret. Compiled her evidence and looked for sure that he's straight. Well, naturally charismatic, he charmed all the chorus girls, and there was much of town with the lingerie pearls. She thought she was his leading lady, the deep careful life made her discovery and set to sharpening her knife. If you never thought of murder, you've never been in love. Rage in your heart like screaming lightning from above. If you've never thought of murder, you've never been in love. Broken and betrayed, shattered and dismayed. Broken and betrayed, like a shot down dog. Like a shot down dog. Like a shot down. Like a shot down. See you later, detective.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a little excerpt, as you saw, from our film noir murder mystery. That was featuring that was Detective Gunner Leave Now, and that was an original song by Megan Tigliano. Go ahead, take it away.
And for our next act, please prepare yourself for the foreplay.
Which you should not forget. Indeed, the rest of the evening is devoted to a series of vaudevillian sketches and acts that we've developed together, a couple original numbers, and we intend to perform these in different configurations. So it's not like there's a story, unless you can catch the story. And but they will explore the issues of love, gender, sexuality in a variety of ways. And this was devised by a number of people, including Melinda and her crew of shamanic dolls.
I guess the whole performance is a gathering of performers from various cities with their own original content and concepts.
And the next stop for this is hopefully Lucidity with the Fishboners. And then at Burning Man, we'll end our tour at Burning Man with the ATTOL people. And maybe there's someplace in between. So like maybe you guys want to hire this gaggle of interesting performers to come and brighten up your bar mitzvah or play party. So, without further ado.
The foreplay.
Yes. We take you now to, we've noticed that sometimes people have interesting ways of getting what they want, right? So sometimes it's a little bit unusual, but people have been known to have rather strange tastes. We take you now to a domestic scene.
Dal buon ai mobile, qual piuma al vento, al vento, moto d'accento e di pensiero, e di pensiero, e di pensiero.
take matters in my own hands. Fine. I need to kind of some man, you know, to help carry me along after that. Okay. If I must. I would rather this be my hard wooden something else. But all right. Need all hands on deck, I guess, or two. You were inside me, but then you were through. But don't get me wrong, honey, I came to. You had a lot to do, so you left. But I wanted more of you, so 4 more times, and then another 2, and another 9. Send the story to the New York Times. I masturbated 4 more times. You were crunching your cereal, so you could hear the creaking of the mattress under my rear. You're a businessman, honey. No, not me. I'm a flint and stone fingers making heat. 4 more times, 4 more times, and then another 2, and another 9. Send the story to the New York Times. I masturbated 4 more times. Yeah, everyone, 4 more times, 4 more times, and then another 2, and another 9. Send the story to the New York Times. I masturbated 4 more times. Oh, honey, no thanks on the T.O. What's that now? You say you can't see? Well, it's not so rare, honey. No, it ain't. That I steam out the windows when I masturbate. 4 more times, 4 more times, and then another 2, and another 9. Send the story to the New York Times. I masturbated 4 more times, 4 more times, 4 more times, another 2, and another 9. Send the story to the New York Times. I masturbated 4 more times.
till there's no sound. Submarines take me down, down, down. Submarines take me down, down, down. Submarines take me down, down, down. Down, down, down. I wanna drown in you. You give me pictures I can't erase, then disappear without a trace. Oh, but this craving, it just won't stop. Take me now, take me fast, and burn me slow.
was Cephalophilia by Melinda Carey with an original song by Eric Zane. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who knows much about the mysteries of love from the left bank to the Mekong Delta. International pop sensation, Benny!
Technical. This is the part of performing that gives me the most warmest feeling of rage, is technical problems. All my fault, you know. Admit your mistakes, man. Like taking 2 women to a show.
Right? Keep laughing about that one. Laugh it up. Laugh, it's so funny.
Good enough, right? So, all right, let's get it straight. First of all, for those 4 people who don't know who I am. Like, get out of your cave once in a while. I'm Benet, international rock star. Been touring for decades. This is the Apple t-shirt. Don't go home tonight and make your own. The trademark infringements will destroy you and your descendants. But that's a crackly amp. Well, we're gonna deal with it. Just pretend, you know, it's Woodstock. They had all kinds of sound problems. The main one being Sha Na Na, right? How did they end up at Woodstock? That's for the older folks. So yeah, it's true what the dude just said. I do know a lot about love. I've been around it a lot. I've, you know, gazed at it. I've watched at it around the corner. I've seen it bobbing in front of me. I lent a book to it once. Never got it back. I had a big argument with it about that movie Bull Durham. But I do know that you should always make sure when you do fall in love that you're going to run into problems, and sometimes you just have to realize that that person is going to destroy you. So I could fly abroad, 'cause I've heard of a job scooping feces from train tracks in China. Escape your control and be free from your powerful vajau. But I know just the same that I'll look at each train and swear on Mao's grave that I saw you. So I stay home and wait for my phone to vibrate with voice. Everybody, sexy love, sexy love, sexy love, sexy love, sexy How's it going? Good. Oh, that's original. Look, there's a line of groupies down to Hollywood Boulevard. What is it?
Really? I mean, I just ran all the way up here for you and everything.
All right. Well, that's exceptional. That's exceptional.
I mean, that was a big risk.
Very risky to run this late at night up a hill. So maybe, I don't know, we could possibly go to, you know, back to my place and... So hold this for a second. We can get some room service. You know, they've got like this really good tuna taco. Also, they put this guacamole on it, and then we can have brownies. Maybe watch an action film. Have a pillow fight.
Actually,
What's going on?
I'm sorry. Suddenly, I'm sorry, suddenly have these cramps and
It's
just-
all right.
I don't
Whoa.
feel
Okay.
very good.
Maybe we'll have to take a rain check.
Whoa. Could you stop? Actually, that's not good. Oh my god. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. Share on a topic that seems so bare, so raw and full of dare. Well, it's had me a little scared. So, let us all take care, for there is much to be aware. Breathing in some air into those dark passages of embryonic stashes, I call forth those with a uterus whose experiences may have been claimless. Listen in, you too, my patrilineal kin, for we will need your support to win. Hey! Once per moon, our bloody moon, sometimes called the menstrual doom, told to go unnoticed in a culture full of keep up the pace or you'll fall flat on your face as the rest of us clamor for a place in society's race. I will not stop, I will not lose. I must win. I don't care if it's tailspin. Whoa. Oh, blood drips. Oh, my body becomes puffy and slow. Sure like to lay low. Oh, and be with the chi of Earth's sweet delicacy. Whoa. Get up. Take some caffeine. I have got to get this place clean. You know what I mean? Get the kids off to sports, download that report from my boss, our company's latest loss. Dinner on the table by 8, or my family will be irate. Oh, torturous complaints, for I must be their strength. Oh, blood moon shedding that deep inner layer. Back in the olden days, the women used to allow the haze of the regular days to fall to the side as they took pride in the glide of the bloody ride, learning the medicinal uses of plants and how they enhance our human dance. The health the tribe was seen to be held in part by the vibe of the monthly cleansing of the womb. Oh, understanding there is no doom. Oh, taking time to let that feminine spin reveal the din. Allowing our sensitivities to win. Remembering that we are so powerful within. This womb holds the map of our society's recent gap, our flux, and our ducts of reason, an experiment hailed that I say has failed. Through thorough examination, we need a reclamation. Once per cycle of the moon, we let go of what's been assumed, and instead of taking pills to last and continue to move fast, the request that we could ingest is to slow down, to rest, to digest our lives. We can no longer afford this kind of compromise. Is it possible to integrate the old ways with the present days? How about we open and see what alchemy comes to be? Come on.
know, you made a really strong case. I'll tell you what, I am totally down for about 80% of what I would normally be in.
I mean, does that, include cuddling? Cause
Oh, sure, yeah. 80% of everything.
okay, well, okay, I'll tell you this. I think that there's definitely a chance that I will probably cry.
Like, can you put a number on that? Percentage? 17?
No, I
70?
don't.
I need
I
a
can't do numbers.
hard,
I can't
masculine
put a
number.
percentage on the number. No, it's just, okay, you know what? There's 100% chance that I'm gonna cry. There's
All right,
100%
wait,
chance.
look. You know what I think?
Shower.
This is the shower conversation. Let's talk about it in the shower.
Let's talk about it in the shower.
Cool.
Once upon a time, there was a lovely lady who had an excellent resume. She knew a good bargain, and she was in all ways most desirable. She crafted her evenings with great care. As she combed her silky hair, her cupcakes were second to none, and her eyes shone like emeralds through a sea of obligations. She had many suitors. She had great tits. And, despite exceptional decisions, many men strove to win her affections. The maiden had made a promise. Each night she sat and winked, weaving her grand tapestry for her beloved, knowing with great certainty that soon he would return, shining with bravery, passionate pride, and bearing the sword of his victory to win her heart and restore her honor. Every day she peered out the window of her third floor view, checking her reading release and pining for his deep embrace and wondering,
Where is he?
her schedule was choreographed to the minute, and on most days, though she agreed utterly agreeable, she felt that they consumed so deep that she feared the darkness may consume her. The days stretched into quarters, then years, then decades. She there, illuminated in fluorescent light, was her great promise. He was not what she expected. Bravery he had. Audacious bravery to stay and act on everything. His pride gross, underestimated monster, and his ego threatened to suck things back from good. Accumulated wealth, of death, and hard, and believing with stifling entitlement. Time fragmented, purpose dismantled, everything once relevant lost meaning, until at last she could see that all of her past achievements were merely distractions from her own destiny. Something rigid became wild. Something poison became power.
That was Penelope's America, piece by Linda Carey with Lisa Satori. Before that, the Blood Monologue, or we like to call it the Crampy Groupie sketch by Michelle. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I know you couldn't stand his moments away from you, so we'll bring him back. Put your hands together again for that international pop sensation, Benny!
That's right. Pulsar amps. Pulsar amps. When you need an amp that's sort of good. I was paid by Pulsar to advertise. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen a lot of pain up here, a lot of love, a lot of pain from love, painful stories, loving stories, variations on those two words. And I'm going to continue this direction. Now, I noticed during the break and before when the cars were coming up the hill, I was up in the tower watching. So I was checking you out, and I noticed some of you were checking me out too from your cars. And then in here, again, I was getting a really hard vibe from the entire audience. And I just want to let you know, I'm flattered. Right? You are a very attractive audience. And I know, you know there's a butt coming. I'm flattered, you're very attractive, you can feel that butt coming. And there is a butt, but you're not really my type. So after tonight, don't be like all group texting me, Benet, you're so great, and Svante, maybe we can see a movie or Netflix and chill. No. It ends tonight between us, but let's end it on a positive note, or at least a solid, clear warning. Right? That getting involved with a superstar it has its dangers. And this song is about that. It's called Starlings. It goes something like this. That's actually not true. It goes exactly like this. While I'm gone, please don't worry, darling. You know I'll be faithful to you. But you're jumpy and suspicious like a starling or a blackbird. I've heard them called too. They have many other names, but all refer to a smallish bird with iridescent plumage. You can find them in North America, most parts of Europe. It's a very, very common bird. To keep my monogamy with you, darling, here's what I will do while I'm gone. I'll find many names for a starling. It's a promise you can count on. They have many other names, but all refer to a smallish bird with iridescent plumage. You can see them flying over the library, sometimes just sort of hanging around underneath a bench, eating crackers or whatever. You know what? They told me earlier that we're running sort of behind, so huge solo right in there that I would normally do, but insane. Like a solo that I taught with David Gilmour. Huge, so good. Oh man, that solo, so good. You know what the funny thing is? It's as long as me explaining that I couldn't play it. It's exactly the same length. That's ridiculous. It's good to be back with you, darling. I've returned from my tour with the band. I've found many names for starling. They're right here on this piece of paper in my hand. In Connecticut they call them grackles. In Latin it is Draculus. In Old England they go by Jackdaw. Now let's have a look at the rest. In Boston it was Stacia, and her hair it was dyed red. In Moscow her name it was Olga. She wanted to learn the guitar, I think. It was Jan in New Haven and Trish in Italy waiting while her boyfriend got ice. In Marie Katerina shared a piece of moldy pizza with the dude who gave us condoms in the hall. I know I got a problem. I probably should have just told you that I did not really want to be exclusive with you. I know it would have been probably a very mature conversation to have. I should have done that, but that's just not my style. They have many other names, but all refer to a smallish bird.
Did I ignore her? I remembered her name. Why does she run from me? If I can't find her, how shall I regain this heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one girl you want is the only one out of your reach. the piano, I hear she's a star. Lithe and becoming and frequently humming a light-hearted aria. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would sleep with you if you're both on a tour. Agony, oh, the torture they teach. What's more intriguing or half so fatiguing as what's out of reach? Am I not poorly compersive, charming, subversive, amorous, glamorous? Everyone thinks I'm a unicorn too. You are everything unicorns wish for. I know, do I know? Girl must be mad. You know nothing of madness till you're trying to get her attention while everyone's clamoring, yammering her damned aria. Agony, misery, woe, though it's different for each. Always 10 steps behind, I'm an octave below, and she's just out of reach. Agony, oh, such tempting delights. We must have them And ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for you tonight. Sometimes there is nothing more important that you can do to resist than to resolve. And if you want to get to the source, there's really only one thing that works, isn't it, Sylvie?
Yes.
Tell us.
It's love.
Next song, kids. There we go. You get to see live theater being created. Yes. What is it that creates, that loosens the grip of fear? Tell us again, Sylvie.
It's love.
Is how you look at me.
Oh, is you're the only one I see.
He's very, very extraordinary.
He is even more than anyone that you adore. And
Love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two.
3 of us can make it. Take our hearts and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you and you.
And you.
You.
And now our political portion of the evening.